Gentlemen and female gentlemen, we are here with another video on Taku where we cover lore. Alright, today, for internet lore, apparently Piers Morgan is a literal cuckold. So, I didn't know about any of this until he did this whole debate with Nick Fuentes, and he tried to, like, get a dunk on Nick Fuentes, being like, huh, you're a virgin? You're an actual virgin. I can't believe you're an actual virgin. You've never been with a woman before. Meanwhile, he's, like, a devout Catholic, apparently, and that just kind of makes sense if you're a devout Catholic. Meanwhile, I knew Piers was claimed to be a Catholic, so I don't know why you would roast him for being a virgin if he's not married, that's one, and two, he's divorced. And, I don't know if anyone's familiar with Catholicism here, but you're not allowed to get divorced if you're a Catholic. That's pretty much Catholicism 101. What I didn't know is apparently he's also a cuckold. So we're going to be doing a deep dive on this lore. This is not important. So it's here on the Taku channel as opposed to the Nuxanor channel. I do my incredible political deep dives and incorrect content over there on Nuxanor. But this is literally just daily internet lore. The most requested topic is what we do. All right, my chat wanted this, so this is what we're doing.
So I watched the entire discussion, debate, interview, whatever you want to call it, between Nick Fuentes and Piers Morgan.
Yeah, I did too. I did a full reaction to that basically on the Nuxanor channel. But here we are. Lock in for daily lore.
And the funniest part of it for me was towards the end, about an hour and a half in, where Piers Morgan is starting to grill Nick Fuentes on being inexperienced with women. Now, this is actually a weakness that Nick has. I've seen him being interviewed or debating with women in the past, and he doesn't come off great because he doesn't have a huge amount of experience with women.
I actually agree with this take. I do think that Nick Fuentes, I think he will mature in his opinions after he does eventually get married. I do think that his opinions will mature, for sure. He definitely is, I think, naive in the entire marriage topic. But I don't necessarily see that as, like, a flaw of his own because he is not married. I just wish he was less, I think he should realize he's naive there. However, he's not married. Are you saying he should be whoring around Piers? Like, it's such a terrible take.
And Piers realizes he's got him on this. He's like, yeah, you're a virgin. You need to have sex with a woman. And it's like, okay, Piers, is the discourse really reduced to calling our opponents virgins? I mean, that's very, very playground, don't you think? But also, it's not like you can hold yourself up as the model of masculinity when the Groper curse has struck and Nick Fuentes' fans have dug around into your personal life on the internet and brought back quite a lot of interesting stuff. And that made other people start looking into, well, hang on a second. If Piers is like, no,
here's the crazy thing, because if you're going to be an asshole online and you're going to open up like these personal, sexual, private insults, right? Then you are basically opening yourself up to it too, right? If you're going to roast someone for being a virgin, you are opening the floor for people to roast you for being a cuck. And I completely support that. I completely support it. Right? It's the same thing, like, if you're going to go after, like, Nick Fuentes' family, are you going to really blame Nick Fuentes for going after your family at that point? Like, it's such a crazy, mentality. Like, it really is. Like, I don't roast Nick Fuentes for being a virgin, personally, because I don't necessarily view that as, like, a personal flaw. I think he is a Catholic. That's his ideology. He's waiting for marriage. I think that's pretty respectable, honestly. It really is. I think so, personally. But, like, that's your personal choice. Now, that being said, I will not take your, relationship advice seriously, because I think that you're, quite honestly, unprepared in that regard. But, like, what are we doing? Nux left out Hassan's family when he roasted him. For the most part, yeah.
You need to get a woman and then you will be normal. Well, a lot of your relationship is actually very public-facing, Piers. As in, you've put it in the newspapers or your wife puts it on Instagram. And doesn't exactly come across very well, actually, Piers. It makes you look, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this, like a literal cuckold whose wife regularly cheats on him. That's what...
No! This is the craziest twist of all time. The craziest... Dude, I'll be honest. I'm going to say something that's going to shake you to your core. Nick Fuentes abstaining for God absolutely destroyed heathen Piers Morgan. Like, again, Piers Morgan, Catholic, supports gay marriage. I'm not trying to be controversial here or anything. You can support gay marriage, not support gay marriage. Like, everyone has their own ideologies. But you call yourself a Catholic, sir. What are you doing? You turn your back on God and you get absolutely steamrolled by the internet? Divine comedy.
You appear to publicly be. Piers' wife seems to be basically brazenly contemptuous of him. Right? He reveals that when he met his wife, Celia Walden, he was bombing, giving a speech in front of 1,000
Dude, Piers looks like such a soy guy.
people, and everyone was jeering at him. No, who could have imagined? And the only person laughing was Celia, who was laughing at him.
Humiliation by your wife? Oh.
She was really laughing at my discomfort.
Again, I wouldn't even make this video if he wouldn't have, like, gone after him. You're a virgin. And this isn't, like, here's the funny thing. I'm not, like, defending Nick Fuentes. I don't feel... I don't know Nick Fuentes personally. I have, like, very little, like, actual emotional opinions about the guy. I think some of his opinions are right. Some of his opinions are very wrong. And that's just, like, how it is with humans. But, like... Dog, what a fucking slime ball to bring him onto your show and then call him out for being a virgin. All right, what is this?
So, the very first time he meets her, he is a clown to her.
Dude, I just fucking hate, like, the slop journalists like Piers Morgan. I don't hate the guy personally. It's just this entire brand of boomer politics. It's like, well, I'm going to call you a racist. What are you going to say now? Now that I've labeled you as a racist, I don't really see how you can go further. Are you homophobic? Nicholas, are you a homophobe?
He's a figure of fun to her. She thinks he is fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
and she really just doesn't seem to give a shit whether he exists or not.
That's pretty bad.
Piers admitted that Celia has forgotten their anniversary every single year since they tied the knot in 2010.
Bro! That's awful.
Speaking on Lorraine...
Dude, she hates you. She hates you. She humiliates you.
He revealed she's forgotten...
he's out there talking like the beacon of morale. And this guy's giving relationship advice? No thanks, man. I don't need a guy who was divorced from his first wife and cucked by his second wife to give relationship advice, bro. Oh my God.
...it for 9 consecutive years. It's just like I'm not in her airspace at all, so I have a wife who never remembers our anniversary. That's really unusual, Piers. It really makes it look
That's why you're going after Piers. He's a nice guy. All right, let me make this clear. The Taku channel is for internet lore, and this is definitely part of internet lore. That's 1, all right? 2, all right, I'll cover drama and tea for people on the internet lore channel, Taku. Definitely subscribe, daily videos on the most requested topic. That's 1. 2, you started this! You started this, bro. You literally started this. You tried to do a gotcha on your news show, calling someone out for being a virgin? Oh my God, absolute fucking bitch.
She doesn't love you.
Also, I don't think Piers is a nice guy. I know nothing about him. I know nothing about him. Bro sold his country out for better food.
Like, she doesn't really want to be with you. Like, she's not attracted to you. And you're actually a bit of a burden that she spends her time mocking. And I'm guessing it's literally that she's with you for the money. And possibly the status as well. And it just gets better from there. She admitted, no, she wasn't impressed at all with him. She joked that she wasn't too impressed with her first encounter and was unsure about even posing.
Wait. I'm starting to put this together. Hold up. So he's like a 60-something-year-old guy. She's 45 and a journalist. So you're telling me a 45-year-old irrelevant journalist decided to marry a 60-year-old super famous TV host? Okay, all right, dude. All right.
Posing for a picture with him, so he came across as a loser and a simp. May 2005, seconds after we first met, I remember thinking, do I really want to have my picture taken with this guy? After he left Good Morning Britain,
oh my God,
there was a double-page spread in The Sun that she posted on her Instagram that said literally, please hire my husband. I'm sick of having to look at him every morning. She told The Sun,
no shot.
Being married to Piers is basically one very long eye roll.
Who does this? Oh my God. And Piers is giving relationship advice? And Piers is out here being like, well, I don't understand why you can't form a relationship. What are you doing? What are you doing? So you're telling me that a Catholic man turns his back on God and ends up in this nightmare hellscape relationship? Bro, she out here, this lady, she married the bird lady from Home Alone, and she's wondering why it smells like bird poo.
But what people don't realize about Piers is he's usually very quiet at home because he's exhausted himself. The only reason I'm sad about him leaving Good Morning Britain And the fact that I wake up and there he is staring back at me morning after morning.
This is pathetic. Nicholas, don't you want to have a woman in your life that can eye roll at you whenever you see fit?
Unfortunately, he's got all of his energy back now, so please someone give him a job.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
Like,
dude, I thank God every single day. I thank God every single day. The wonderful, beautiful woman in my life supports me so well. You know, like, I love her with my whole heart, and I will do anything for her. And she honestly literally goes out there and supports me to the max degree. Right? She really does. Like, she doesn't shit talk me or do anything like this. Like, I can't even imagine being trapped in a relationship like this, man. You know? She brought me soup in the middle of this live stream, and it was delicious soup. I'll be real. She made it, and it's awesome. Okay? It was delicious soup. And I'll be honest, that's what we're at. This is incredible. But this is like such simp cuck shit. It's unreal.
Okay. Your wife seems to have no respect for you, and she seems to genuinely not really like you very much, Piers. And there are a weird number of articles that make Piers look just like an embarrassing simp, frankly.
Yeah.
Apparently he crashed his car on their first date because he was too busy staring at her legs.
Even if that's true, why is that public knowledge? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a joke you could tell to like friends and like family, okay? When you're sitting around with like the in-laws and you want to make a funny joke or whatever. All right, sure, fine. But why is this public? Oh my God.
And she
this is Piers, the one that's saying, young men, you gotta just buckle up. Piers Morgan was invited to Jubilee to debate woke people, and he's like, I don't understand. Why you don't just get over it? Just get over it. Just be a man. Just man up. Woke is dead. Why are all you so pathetic? Just man up. This guy is the most cucked guy of all time.
Gets into an argument with some guy. They followed an incredibly hostile exchange. I was quite taken aback and asked if that happens to him, and he said, yeah, a lot. So he's just generally hated by the general public, right? Unashamedly sycophantic. He describes Celia in the resulting GQ article as ridiculously beautiful, inspiring equal doses of admiration, lust, and fear.
Fear?
Celia adds,
he's afraid of his own wife. He's afraid of his own wife. Oh my God, this is so sad. This is pathetic, man. And remember, this is his second wife.
I actually had a friend who had a crush on Piers,
oh.
and I told her that she was mad.
Oh my God. Bro, she's just humiliating him.
Like,
oh.
That's not very encouraging from your own wife, Piers. We arranged to meet for the interview, and Piers managed to string it out over the course of 4 different meetings. He kept saying, yeah, there are a few things I didn't quite get, and each of these meetings ended up with us having more and more alcohol until eventually he declared his real motivations and says, the thing is, you tick every single one of my boxes. And I said, well, that's weird because you don't tick any of mine. And now look at me, cue a resigned sigh.
Oh, this is
I
painful.
reckon that she was like, this unattractive beta, he's insufferable. I'm not attracted to him at all. In fact, I think he's a clown. However, he is fabulously wealthy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He does have 3 mansions.
Right, true.
So, you know.
He's very famous, he's very wealthy, and he could probably help her journalism career a hell of a lot.
Maybe I can just accept his gifts. And she says, I wasn't caving at all, so Piers started aggressively pursuing me in the most bizarre way possible.
Dude, this is pathetic, man. This is really pathetic. Like, and Piers does this a lot, by the way. A lot of people don't realize how much of a suck-up Piers is because if you're not, like, actually in the know, all right, then you probably don't get this. But let me show you something diabolical, all right? So Piers Morgan wanted to get Elon Musk on his show a lot. Let me just look up Elon on his account, all right? I'm shocked by the huge quantity of social media. Elon Musk is right. Wokeism is bad. All right, cool. Quote, X has played a big role in making this election failure. Thank you so much, Elon. Ironically, Elon watched something and was so riddled with lies, breaching a judge's order to not repeat them, blah, blah, blah. Absurd question. Elon Musk doesn't wear a suit in the Oval Office. Elon, fake news was just posted that triple killer was a Muslim illegal immigrant, blah, 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 blah. Actually, Muslims are great, and they're fantastic, and I wish they would take over my country. Elon, how could there be a free and fair election that represents the people? I can't believe Donald Trump hasn't whacked Elon Musk back yet for trashing his big, beautiful bill. Can't be long. Breaking. Elon Musk calls President Trump a liar. Wow. Elon Musk very ill-advised to do a salute. Can't stop watching this. Congrats, Elon. Your SpaceX is amazing. Hi, Irene. It's not a real photo. Elon Musk and I didn't actually pose by a Doomstone together. Would you like to do an interview, Elon? Clear the air. Clear the air, Elon. Come on my show. Hope we can do an interview soon, Elon. It's true, the rape gangs were bad, etc., etc., etc. Elon, Tommy Robinson isn't a good guy, Elon. I would love to interview Elon. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm... This is all Elon tweets. This is all tweets about Elon. Every single one of these tweets is about Elon. All of them. All of them about Elon. All right, we're on the same page?
Okay. Like, what an absolutely desperate simp Piers Morgan is.
That's pathetic.
And of course, I wear the trousers, she says. She is, of course, the man of the house.
She just goes out there and says, I wear the trousers.
She is the one who calls the shots because she is the one who is reluctantly
He is such a libtard, woke cuck boomer. It's crazy. It's crazy. And he tries to be cool.
consenting to the marriage. And he is the one who is desperate for her to like him. And really, I think it's his money that has leveraged her into this place. And so, embarrassing. Very embarrassing. But then, like I said, the Groper curse struck. And the Gropers started looking up her Instagram.
You want to know a hot take? Justified. Actually justified. You do not bring a guy on your show and try to humiliate him for being a virgin in front of everybody and not expect them to literally clap back on your personal life. Bro got hit by the goipers on this one.
And, right, there was quite a lot on the Instagram that really was humiliating for Piers Morgan. Now, it's not bad enough that your wife publicly disrespects you in the newspapers, right? It's not bad enough.
Yeah, that's pretty
Basically,
bad,
she says, yeah,
no,
I didn't
bad.
find him
that's
attractive.
Really bad, actually.
And I'm kind of only with him because he love bombed me with gifts, and I realised he was super rich, and I could just be a total bitch to him all the time. But the sort of things that she posts on her Instagram are really deeply humiliating.
She's a journalist and an author with 50,000 followers. So she married a guy with 10 million followers that's extremely rich. Wow, I can't figure out why this relationship happened.
Humiliating for Piers, and I don't know if he...
Piers went after Nick's dad and family, not a Nick fan, but that's low. Dude, I agree. Look, here's the thing. Let me tell you something diabolical here. I think, the most objectively best person to cover this entire situation. You know why? Because I'm Jewish. I like Israel. And I'm sure Nick absolutely does not like that about me. Right? I'll be real. And that's basically Nick's number one ops. Okay? That said, Nick is totally justified here. Totally justified. And Piers is a complete and utter cuck for doing this. That's how you know I'm objective.
He knows this. In fact, I think he does know this, right? I mean, she's got, like, you know, here's him as a hairdryer blowing her hair.
Oh, God.
You know, does anyone know where the off button is?
Does anyone know where the off button is? She writes on her post. Oh, it's pathetic. Bro, imagine a wife talking about how her husband talks too much. Yikes. Yikes.
Yeah. Okay, Piers Morgan's a blowhard, right? Okay.
I think Nick wouldn't hate you. I mean, I didn't say he would hate me. I just said he would probably doesn't agree with a lot of my stances, and I'm probably like, my stances do not necessarily align with his. I don't think he'd hate me, personally. I don't think he, like, he hates people that backstab him, from what I understand about him.
Okay, fair enough. That's banter, right?
Next, why are you comfortable lying? Not sure where I'm lying.
But then you get ones like this, where she's handsy and hanging all over this guy. It's like, okay, yeah, fair enough. That's not that much. Why we all need a best boyfriend? It's like, right, so it's some guy hugging her and Piers Morgan fuming in the corner. But
yeah, that's some cuck shit, man.
Then it gets just, like, more explicit. Here she is in a very cozy embrace with Lenny Kravitz, reading Lenny's brilliant memoir and thinking back to a sunny Saturday.
Which stances would he hate of yours? Bro, are we not on this, like, I guess maybe you don't know who Nick Fuentes is or something. Nick Fuentes thinks that Israel, did 9/11 and killed JFK and controls America and et cetera, started all the wars, et cetera. That's his stance. I don't agree. I think Israel is more or less trying to survive, for the most part. That's my opinion. And obviously we have different stances in that regard, and they're pretty drastic. Now, again, I don't hate Nick Fuentes. I think he has the right to have whatever opinion he wants. Sure. But, people like Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, I think they're complete frauds. And even though Piers Morgan is more necessarily on the other side, I think Piers Morgan was completely and utterly disrespectful and disgusting in this entire situation. I think he treated Nick Fuentes horribly. He tried to get him with gotchas. It didn't work. He tried to pull up personal info, and I think it's disgusting. I really think it is. So, yeah, I'm totally on Nick Fuentes' side on this one. Because I can be objective about it.
In Paris, he'd taken a 3-year vow of abstinence at the time. Shame. Uh-huh. Right, okay. So, tried to shag Lenny Kravitz. Didn't manage it. But may have been given on loan by his wife. I may be some time. Right, okay, yeah. So, implies she shagged this guy. Oh, Oswald behave. Right, okay. Oh, just very popular with men. And she's very handsy with men on her Instagram. Right, okay. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about here, Piers. If anyone's distracting enough to make you slice half your own head off, it's Mr. Lowe.
This is pathetic! Oh my god! This is just getting worse and worse and worse every single time. Holy shit, this is so bad. I feel like Piers only gets viewership because he brings on retards to fight each other on his channel. But this is like unbelievable. Holy shit. Nux, you're only defending Nick Fuentes for being a virgin probably because you're a virgin. Yeah, I'm probably a virgin. I'm also married, but yeah, probably a virgin.
Rush home, Piers. Oh, right, she's trying to shag Rupert Lowe? No, I can't remember this. An actor.
Oh, and let me remind you, I'm married to one woman, okay? All right, and she doesn't go out there on Instagram roasting me, and also never been divorced. I'm probably like literally peak male in that regard.
Called Lowe. And then there's this one. When the husband's away, Mr. Suds comes to play, and it's some guy washing a car in his pants. Right. Okay. I mean, I'm sure Piers is feeling pretty good about all of this.
Dude, this is horrible.
And then you've got this one where...
Dude, and she's like taking photos with all these other guys. Yikes.
Talking about the stigma of men with massive dicks. Obviously, Piers Morgan doesn't have that problem. At least she doesn't mention it.
Oh, that's horrible.
I'm having that.
Bro, what is this? All too often, these men are banished to the fringes of society, victims of their own freakish length or girth. Oh my god, dude! Piers, this is... You do not go out there roasting virgins. Holy shit, this is pathetic. This is horrible.
Problem.
Like, don't come home too soon, Piers. Oh my god! I didn't know this man was such a cuck. I did not know this man was such a cuck. Like, I knew he was, like, divorced and stuff, but, like, I did not know it was this bad.
Anyway... My husband, Piers Morgan, doesn't like me to have male friends because he's convinced they want to have sex with me.
My husband, Piers Morgan, doesn't like me to have male friends because he's convinced they want to have sex with me. And then she goes and says that online.
It seems that you want to have sex with them. It seems that you're publicly humiliating your husband by suggesting any other man on earth is desirable apart from him.
Oh, God.
But to be fair, all of this could just
she's out there talking about the length and girth of other men while saying that she really wants her husband to be taken out of her house for longer because she's so annoying. This is abominable. Like, bro, this is actually diabolical.
Passed off as well, it's just banter. It's just me, ha ha ha. I'm just being so funny on my Instagram, humiliating my stupid, annoying husband.
Dude, this is like the ultimate red flag. Any woman that humiliates her husband is a vindictive bitch. Any one of them. Because a really good wife will do everything in their power so that their husband is perceived as honorable and respectable. That's what a good wife does. All right? I would know. Thank God.
Okay. That's not very nice. Doesn't seem very respectful of him. But I guess Piers Morgan is such a simp that he's prepared to accept the public humiliation for decades now. But that's not proof that she's done anything. I mean, is having an account on Ashley Madison proof?
This is... I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This is proof that bro's a cuck.
Though? I think if your wife or husband has an account on Ashley Madison, then it's probably fair to say they are definitely cheating on you.
I have no idea what Ashley Madison is because I'm not British or Muslim.
Right? Because, I mean, that is the sole purpose of that...
I'm not saying that Muslims are on Ashley Madison or anything. I'm just saying that most Muslims I know are British.
Website. To literally have extramarital affairs. That's the point of it. And, of course, Piers Morgan's wife has an account on there.
Is this a dating site? Cheating site? No! I'm sorry, now we're looking up Ashley Madison. I'm sorry. Bro, I'm not into this whole England shit, bro. What is going on in England, man? What is the site Ashley Madison? Celia Walden admits to Ashley Madison relationship. Ashley Madison is a Canadian online dating site, social networking service. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's marketed to people who are married in committed relationships with the famous slogan, "Life is short, have an affair." Piers Morgan, you are a literal cuckold. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's over. It's like, it's over, bro. And you're coming out calling him a virgin? This is diabolical. This is diabolical, bro. This is diabolical.
Like, that is wild. Absolutely wild. How much she seems to despise him. And so put in that light, you think, well, all this talk of him being like, yeah, men and women are equal. Well, no, your wife is clearly superior to you in your relationship, so she doesn't think of herself as your equal. As far as she's concerned, you're punching up, right? All of that seems like a kind of way of justifying how he's treated like such a beta in his own relationship.
This is crazy.
And of course, a few years back, she just...
Like, this is crazy. And he's out there giving relationship advice to young men. Run! Run! All right, you want to give your relationship advice? All right, here's my relationship advice. Get married to a woman with a similar ideology to you, and literally love her with your whole heart, and she will respect you. That's right. You love her, and she will respect you. She will reciprocate. You treat her like a queen, she'll treat you like a king, baby. And that's it. And that's it. Basic conservative values. That's it. That's the entire book. All right. I should write an entire book on relationship advice, where the first page is just love her a lot. And that's it. That's the entire book. That's the whole book. The rest of the pages just blank, with just love her a lot on the first page, and then the rest of the pages just blank. Because I'll be real here, if you really love her a lot and you show her that you love her a lot, she will do everything for you. That's it. That's the code.
Decided to go on a 5-week, quote, marriage sabbatical. Now, I'm completely sure, Piers, that her Ashley Madison account went completely untouched during this 5 weeks.
I can't believe this, man.
You actual cuck. Like, I'm absolutely sure she wasn't just non-stop cheating on you. Completely sure. Because, I mean, it's normal for women to be like, yeah, I need to spend more than a month away from you, not really having any contact with you. And
no,
I have
not
also, coincidentally, an account with Ashley Madison. There's nothing to worry about there. Don't you worry about it. I'm just going to post on Instagram about how I'm...
Define love, bro. I'm not turning this Piers Morgan... We're doing an hour... We're doing this video shitting on Piers Morgan. All right? This isn't like relationship advice with Nuxanor, okay? But love is giving. Love and giving are synonymous in my view. Right? You give her everything. Just give her. I'm not saying money, but attention. Emotional support. And that's it, man. That's love. That's real love.
Shagging all of these other guys. Don't you worry about it. And of course... there is the long history of me saying you're really fucking annoying. And one of my girlfriends who had a crush on you, I think she was mad. I think she was just mad. What this all adds up to is the fact that Piers Morgan isn't really in a position to lecture anyone about what being successful with women actually looks like. So I watched the entire...
This changed my perspective. This changed my opinion on Piers Morgan. Like, this actually flipped it on its head. This actually flipped it on its head, man. Wow. Well, anyway, so that was today's internet lore. Internet lore on Piers Morgan. Definitely subscribe. Tomorrow's video will be on Mizkiv, probably. Bro, that's it, baby. Holy crap, bro. Oh, my God. And the two shall be of one flesh. But in Piers Morgan's perspective, it should be of many fleshes, actually. I guess that's why he's liberal. He's a libtard. He's a cuck. He's a lib cuck. Communist. He's not my wife. He's our wife. Actual insane cuck behavior. See you in the next one. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.